Hi, I'm Simon, and I'd like to know if you have 575,000 spare dollars just lying around waiting to be spent on video games. Because if you do, you could place the opening bid on a gigantic lot, an enormous video games collection that's been posted up on eBay quite recently. Now, I don't know the name of the person who's listed it. He's listed as videogames.museum, and from all I can tell, he's from Milan in Italy, and he has an enormous collection. Within it, there are about 6,800 games, 330 consoles, 220 extra controllers, 185 other accessories, and numerous other promotional materials, limited edition demo discs, some arcade PCB boards, lots and lots of different stuff. And he has been cataloguing and archiving and photographing this collection for the last 2 months solidly in the preparation for putting it up on eBay. And he said that he's taken over 10,000 photos, so I'm guessing there's probably around about 10,000 items. And if that's the case, you're still going to be paying a minimum, because remember this is the starting bid, a minimum of $57, more than $57 per item. Now, granted, there are going to be a lot of things in there that are worth way, way, way more than $57, but at the same time, there are going to be quite a few things that are worth quite a lot less. I mean, there's a lot of things like loose controllers, a few loose carts, although most of his stuff is boxed in very good condition. Looking at his photos that he's got up there, quite a lot of the things are sealed. Over half of the consoles are brand new and unopened. So there's a lot of really high quality stuff in there. It's a really good collection. But $575,000, I mean, that's nearly £370,000. It's a serious amount of money. But the reason for me making this video, of course, is first that, just in case you guys don't know about this, I wanted to make you aware, because there's lots of you are games collectors. This is the sort of thing you're probably interested in. But I'd also like to know, would you want it? Would you want that games collection? Because this guy seems to be selling it because he's putting the future of his family and his kids ahead of his collecting. He's realised that it's really taken over his life to the extent that, I guess it's crippling his finances, and he's decided it's time to let that go. And you know, it makes sense. I can totally see the sense in wanting to offload $500,000 worth of stuff and spend it on other things. But what would you do? Would you want a collection of this size? Because I was thinking about it and thinking, man, I certainly wouldn't. You know, unless I was a multimillionaire and $500,000 was nothing really much to worry about. If $500,000 was to me like $1,000 is now, then yeah, I mean that would be nice. I could deal with a collection of that size and not worry about it, because I would easily have enough money to buy a big enough house to have a section of it, a wing of my mansion, just for video games. But as a normal person, as I'm guessing this guy is, who's been collecting it for over 30 years and spending probably most of his expendable income on this games collection, it's just something that I wouldn't want. For me, it would feel like a giant noose around my neck, a weight on my soul that I'd have this collection dragging me down. I mean, if I had $500,000 to spend on video games, I would spend some of it. I'd buy myself a full motion Space Harrier arcade cabinet, and that comes as no surprise. A couple of other arcade machines, nothing too special, probably a Defender and maybe some multi-cart thing with a few games on it. I'd pick a few of my favourite games that I must have, a few of my favourite consoles, but that would be about it. That would be the limits of my collection. And I know lots of you guys have already got massive collections. And so what I really want to know is, would you want one of that size? And I guess, what would you want to do in his situation? Would it break your heart to give up a collection of 30 years, even if, your family's having to live on ramen noodles? So, anyway, I hope you found that interesting. Thank you very much for watching. From my spare room to wherever you are, this is Simon signing off. Bye-bye.